Hello, good morning, good night, or good evening, everyone. And today we have Split, the Tier 8 tech ship for the new gunboat line for the European DDs. So, let's get right into it. So, with the economic boost package and no contributor flag, you get 5% to credits, 55 to ship XP, 65 to commander, and then 100% with the clan. Armor wise, mostly 19mm armor and 13mm superstructure, so not much armor, but it doesn't really matter. She does have a sizable health pool for her tier. It's not like GR Macris, where it's extremely high, but still pretty good at 19,400. Artillery wise, she gets 5 140mm Skoda gun platforms with an 11.3 range. Now the gun performance is 4-second reload, 18-second 180, 93mm dispersion, or 93-meter dispersion. HE damage of max of 2,000, 10% of fire, 23%, 23mm armor pin, and a velocity of 1 at 840. So these guns don't look great, but they're actually very decent. On paper they look bad, but the DPM and the ability to kill DDs in this thing, and just slowly pump out the damage, it's there. So don't underestimate this ship. It's very powerful. Torpedo-wise, she gets 2 racks of 3. So not a lot. So 6 torpedoes. And they're kind of in the middle. So they're not the best arming. They're not the best, angles. But they have a 6-second 180. 68-second reload time. Max range of 8.5 with a 10,700 for damage, 76 knots with a 1.6 detectability. So they're slightly detectable, but the damage is, these are European DD torps, and she is able to stealth torp, not by much, but she can still stealth torp. Depth charges, she gets 2 charges, 10 bombs on load with 2,400 max damage. So not the greatest. 40-second reload time. It's not terrible. I mean, she gets 6 15mm machine guns, and then she gets 8, dual mount Bofors guns. 3.5 range which is pretty bad, but a continuous damage of 222 with the Bofors making up 189. So it doesn't look like much, but it does add up. So if an incompetent CV wants to strike you, he'll strike you, but he'll lose planes if you're a good DD player and can mitigate it. Let's be honest. 38 knots max speed, 640 turning circle with a 3.9 rudder shift. Now max concealment is 6.9 with the module and the skill on. So not the best. Still a little like a cruiser, but can still kill DDs. Now for the basically equipment wise, you run main armaments 1, engine room protection, aiming systems. Now, with the 4th one, you can change. You can do either propulsion or steering gears. If you want to have, faster rudder shift and open gun more, you can do that. But if you want to stop and smoke, stop and try to contest and be more aggressive, you can use propulsion mod. I would recommend propulsion mod. But steering gears works too, and then always concealment. For, consumables, she gets damage control, 3 charges of smoke, 4 charges of engine boost and 4 charges of radar, which is, well, the action time is only 10 seconds with a minute cooldown. Now this is without Superintendent. So 4 charges of smoke, 5 charges of engine boost and radar with Superintendent. So ideally, you'd want, so if we're going to go into the build, you want to go for the first 16 points, you want Preventative Maintenance, Last Stand, Superintendent, Concealment, or Survivability Expert, and Superintendent. Sorry. Preventative Maintenance, Last Stand, Superintendent, or Survivability Expert, Superintendent, Concealment Expert, and then for 16 skills, Adrenaline Rush. But that's basically the first 16 points. So after that, it really depends on what you want to put your last points into. Personally, I would probably do, for my last 5, I would do this. That way my main battery range goes up to 13.2. You maximize that over tier 10. That adds up a little bit more. So you get more range. You do get more dispersion by 16 meters, but it's not much. You'll still be able to hit stuff. But that's how I would run it, personally. But, for the, basically, exterior-wise, this is what her normal camo would look like. It's not bad. It's not great. But if you're able to get the Golden Age camo, I think the Golden Age camo just looks fantastic on it. I really do like this camo. I really do. I think the art department did a phenomenal job on this. But I really do like this ship. But let's get into the replay and we'll show you how the split works. Hello and welcome to the split review. Now in this match we've got Heinrich, Normandy, Talon, Pensacola, Z 35, and a double split. And we're on the hardest, well, one of the hardest ops, Hermes. So you're going to see how this ship actually performs on one of the worst.
Loose at the enemy birds.
Early, well, it's not one of the worst. It's one of the hardest DD maps. I was honestly slightly worried we would have to face lots of ships, but we got lucky there. Because, we don't have the best AA ships. Fortunately, we had a Town and a Pensacola which have decent AA, but I'm lucky we got those planes down. That would have been very nasty for me, for the team in general, but just me. As anyone that knows that when you don't get these airstrikes down, the rest of the match just becomes a pain in the ass.
Enemy fleet on the horizon.
Our split burned his radar. Odds are this split had to have had a high point captain. Because he was burning radars and smoke like crazy.
Enemy snake yaw in the distance.
See, he has dropped his corpse. That was around 8,000 damage. That's not bad. That's pretty good. And I'm not worried about, the friendly fire. Oof, Heinrich just deletes that Nuremberg, so good for him.
Enemy
And this is, I believe, this was the first match I believe I had in the split. So it was interesting because the first matches are always the hardest because you're having to learn the ship. You're trying to learn how it performs, how the guns perform. So thinking on the fly is like, okay, how do I make this ship work? I mean, I saw a split in randoms, and I was in an Orkan. I don't know what that guy was doing, because this is definitely a very aggressive DD. Yeah, you don't have a good heal, but you are very strong. We get lucky, and we do blow up that DD, which gives us a big boost to our damage. So we get real lucky there.
To all ships, retreat. To
And
all
I'm
ships,
telling him to get back because that's just a given. I mean, he's at what, 2/3 health, and he's facing 4 battleships. Yeah, even I know that's not the best idea. But I mean, he's welcome to play this ship how he wants. I'm just trying to keep the guy alive. Me and Cap are both doing the DD. If you have DDs on this map, do this tactic. It's gutsy. You could really maximize your damage and really catapult you to at least the top 3 by doing this. Plus, it helps your team out a lot.
Enemy Nagelfar spotted.
Cap puts his on the turrets. I only decide to launch 1.
Put your back into the ore.
Slam on the speed boost so I can actually go in reverse. Now, again, Z only gets a short burst smoke. I pop my Hydro, or my radar. Get a fire.
Enemy Nagelfar has been brought down.
We pick up the other DD. Now we are within detection range. We're in detection range, so it's not looking great. We get to take 1 cell that knocks out our torp tube. We get 2 floods though.
Hammers laid down. Back to axis in hand.
And our other torp set that was almost reloaded gets knocked out. So we're basically, we could have had some more damage there, which fortunately that torp tube was reloaded. So, but I can't use it because I'm trying to run for my life now. And there's DDs and battleships up there. And I need my health back, so I'm thinking, oh thank God, thank you.
The rowers need a break.
Like you saw how quickly those battleships go down when when the DDs actually push out there. It And it really helps. It really does help. Now just the racing time, because I've got not that much time to get back in. Fortunately, I'm in a DD, so I can heal back my health. So I'm just trying to get back in there to get my health back. I'm going to need it for this next half. I get 30 seconds to get this health back. It's going to be close. A second there, I thought I almost went out of the circle. They're like right there. Fortunately, we slam on the brake just in time. We're still healing, and we get it back right before it actually goes off.
Enter the mist.
I decided to pop a smoke to help, you know, some of our weaker cruisers. So they have some smoke screen. But also I can just farm the DDs down without being
May
shot.
the mist protect us.
The other split popping a smoke to help too. Pop my radar because that way we can all see it. It shoots. So it uses that shoot will be spotted. And then I use the other split smoke to provide cover fire for me. Talon picks that up. I mean, we're all alive. The rune, you know, it's lost about 4,000 health. Not great, but and I was lucky that the cruiser was there, because I would have taken that torp, and that would have hurt.
Enemy tracker on the way. The fish are catching up to us.
And at this point, it's just farming and doing whatever damage you can. Talon picks up that kill. So, as far as kill-wise, Cap has 0, Split has 2, Split has 3, Talon has Pensacola has 1, Talon has 4, Normandy has 0, and Hydric has, well, 2. But no, Cap has 0. I do wish the torp were a little bit longer range, maybe 9K, to give it more, you know, offensive wise. But it's whatever. You see, if he gets spotted, so just wait for him to show back up. Watch his health. From just me shooting at him. We're doing actually very decent damage to DD. And we're not.
Enter the mist.
And you wouldn't think a DD would.
Hammers laid down. Back to axis in hand. Put your back into the ore. May the mist protect us.
And we resume firing on the other DD. Our radar pops up. We're gonna get a torp on that DD. Two torps and we kill the moss. So it's just the gate and the Z left. Just open up all so you can see the health. You can see that this thing is just a gunboat. It wrecks shit. Our Normandy does go down, but he at least provides protection. The CV is, well, dead finally. So we've got a solid 5 stars. Cap picks up the Z. The split killed the CV, but you saw that if the amount of damage I did to him, think how much that one split was doing, just constantly hitting it. Cap takes a torp, it's unfortunate, and I dropped torps on that DD, or on that cruiser, but he drops torps too. Cap goes down, but he's going to take the cruiser with him. I mean, I would have had it if Cap hadn't got it. So, I mean, for a match, we did pretty good at about at 164, 165. So we did pretty well. So very good match, and it shows the split strengths.
Still got third though.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Very great, good ship. Yep. First 1500 base XP. Yeah, this is a very good ship. Very good ship.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's mainly more gunboat, but yeah, I can see why this thing would have Smolin DPM at tier 10. Yeah, because I did 17,000 of that CV with 18 or 28 HE cells. So they have a pretty good pen.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, solid, and usually 5,000 every DD almost.
Nice.
No, that was just with a 200, and that was like 10,000. So that's a pretty good start to tier 10 or tier 9.